They opened the door. They were inside the house. It was one of the scariest moments in my life. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today is a gloomy day. I just keep my laundry from outside because it's raining and I'm going to be folding clothes. So I thought, like, let's do folding clothes fun so it won't be boring. We're gonna do some chit chat. We'll have story time. So as you can see from the title, this is my first story time in my channel. So I'm going to share with you my experience, actually our experience as a family, mostly to my daughters, in this house that we rented. So we rented here for, this is now our second year. And on the first year that we were here, something actually happened that is really scary than ghost stories because these are real people that were dealing here. So as you can see from the title, there is a break-in that happened, but it isn't just a break-in. It's scarier because during the break-in, my daughters are actually inside the house by themselves. So this happened last year and it is midday. It's midday, bright day that time, so we did not really expect. That time my daughters were 12 and 11 years old, and we do leave them at home when we go to a quick run to the grocery because they don't want to go and I don't think they need to. This day that we left them is I have my driver's license exam, the learner's exam, so another a day to remember. Aside from the break-in, I had my learner or student driver's exam, which I actually passed. So me and my husband went there and I leave our daughters in the house that time. That was around maybe 3 o'clock or 4 in the afternoon. So when we are on our way home, that was around 4 o'clock. It's past 3. So they called on our messenger. We were already almost home that time. It's like about 10 to 15 minutes away from home. So I already got that feeling. So I had like quite like why they call, because they don't usually call us on the messenger when we go. If they need something, usually they just send a message, but mostly not. They are fine mostly all the time. So this one they call us. So I got like, what's the problem? So when I got the phone, and when I answer it, they were like, someone break in the house or the door. So it took a while for me to process, like, what do they mean someone break in? Is it like a game, a movie, or is there someone in the door, maybe like a mailman? Or because sometimes there are random people that would knock on your door, they can sell something or whatever is that. So I was thinking maybe that's the one they are talking about. So I told them, like, we are almost there, just don't open the door, and they say like, there is someone, they keep saying again and again, like someone is trying to break in the house. I did not really thought of an actual break-in because, as I've mentioned, we always think in general that they are safe. The place environment is safe. As I've mentioned, it's not the first time we lived at home. I understand that there's no place or country that is perfectly safe. There's always something could happen anytime, but I just didn't thought like it would happen in our place, in the neighborhood. So when I realized that they said like someone break the door, so then I was like, okay, so there is a stranger, there is some intruder. So I told them, like, are they still there? Did they open the door? Where are you? And then they were like, I was panicking already, and they said like, they opened the door, they were inside the house. I was like, they opened the doors. I was thinking, I was really panicking that time. I don't know what am I going to do because we are still inside the car. So they said, like, how did they open the doors? So I keep asking again and again, and said, yes, they opened the door. Are they inside the house now, or where are they now? And they were like, no, they went already. So I keep asking them, where are they? Did they, because maybe it's a mistake or something, they went inside the house, and they say they opened the door but they didn't went inside the house. They're gone now. So when they say they're gone, they went, it's a bit like relief, but it's not a total relief. I'm still totally scared because the thought that someone, a stranger, went break in the door inside the house, they could come back before we came. So I don't know what to do. We are just 5 minutes away, but the traffic that time is heavy. I really hate it when you are in a hurry, in a rush, an emergency. It's the time that something will come up on the road. It's really traffic because the time is a bit, that was weekdays, so it was working time. It's quite a rush hour. We're just 5 minutes away, but we just can't get through the traffic. I've been like, my husband as well is panicking. We don't know because we are stuck in there. I want to jump in the car and just run, but like I don't know what to do. It was one of the scariest moments in my life, in our life maybe. So finally we reached the house. I was actually scared. I don't know what to expect. So when we enter the house, so the door is closed. The door is closed, so we open it. It was, I can't remember if it's unlocked or it was, they lock it again, but the door was closed, so we went in there. They were both, the girls were in the couch, and I asked them right away what happened. So they told me like they were in the, both of them are in the living room near the door, and then one of them, MJ, the 12-year-old, my eldest, is playing computer, and she was on her headphone. She cannot hear anything. The younger one, my 11-year-old, she heard something in the door. She heard like someone is trying to like open the door or knock, or there's some chaos, there's some commotion in the door. So she told her sister like there's someone in the door. So her sister was like, stop whatever she's doing and try to observe. And then maybe they think that it's something, it's really something wrong in there. They thought right away, they think right away that it is an intruder, it's a break-in. So you know what my eldest daughter did? She ran to the kitchen. She took a knife, like a real knife, a kitchen knife. She ran to the kitchen, took a knife, and ran back to the door. So just when the man opened the door, they actually did open the door. So when they opened the door, my daughter was there holding a knife to him. So they were like face to face, and she said that the man, actually there were two. She told me there were two people, a man and a woman. They are both wearing a hoodie, and they were talking to each other in different language. So I asked did you recognize the language, and she said no. I told them, what are they? Are they Asian, white, what are they? And they say no, they're not Asian, they look white, they have a colored hair, kind of a ginger or like a white hair. Then she's not sure if it's colored or real hair, as they were wearing a hoodie, but they do speak a language that she did not understand. So when these people saw her in the door, they just immediately run right away. They ran. So I was really scared at the time, because imagine if they did not run. Imagine if they took the knife from her. We don't know what's going to happen. That was really scary, though. That thing that she did is quite brave for her to do, although I'm not surprised, because she really is a brave girl. She is someone that is really going to fight back when she needs to. And her younger sister as well, for actually paying attention and telling her sister that there is someone in the door, otherwise they will be clueless that until those people will be inside the house already. So we checked everything. I believe that those people did not really get through inside the house. They just there in the door, because there is nothing changed, no mess, nothing is really gone except the money in the. If you've seen my house tour, you will see that there is a side table just near the door. Just when you open the door, you could actually reach that table. So there is some money in there, not too big, but there is. So that's what that's gone. So actually I think that's the one that they took. They really have a quick eye and quick hands for doing that. And the door as well is broken. I'll see if I could retrieve some pictures, and I will put it in the screen. So they broke the lock. They broke as well the security door. I think they used some crowbar. I don't know what they used, but they did broke the lock, the security door, and some parts of the door as well. So that night, my husband right away went into the shop, bought a camera. So that's one thing. Camera is really important as well. So we bought it right away. And then I think it's the next day when we went to the police. So I know you might be thinking why we didn't call the police right away when the children called. We even waited for a day. So in the afternoon, we went to the police to report it. It's because it's for the purpose of the rent in the house, because I think the agents or the land something owner, they are not able to do anything with it unless there is a police report. So we need to file a police report. So we went there, and the same question the police told us, like, why didn't you report this right away? So we were just staring at each other with my husband. We don't know what to say. We were like we were panicking. We didn't know what to do. We were not able to think of calling the police. And then she asked the same, like, if there's a camera, and then said no. If there's someone saw it or witnessed, no. If there is something like that, blah blah, those stuff that they try to ask us in there. And then also they told us, like, while we are talking, actually another police officer will be in their way already to the house to investigate more of the incident. So we get home straight away, and then the police cars were there already, and then it was like a van. They were not just police officers. They are those, I forgot what you call them, like they investigate, they look for some evidence, something like that. There's a man and a woman officer. So the other one was already talking, and some of the neighbors, but like no one sees anything. And then the kind woman officer went inside the house and starts talking to the children, asking them questions and actually praising them for the brave thing that they did. And then they do some powder stuff to check the fingerprints, but again, I don't think it's gonna help because we already touched the door, touched everything. My husband actually changed lock, added a lock already. And then, so yeah, another thing, advice is, if something happened, always report the police right away, and don't touch anything or the crime scene. No matter how small it is, it's still a crime scene, and better if you have a camera in your house. So the police officer started talking to us now this time, and then we told her, like, this is what happened. We went out, the children left at home, and we shouldn't be leaving them at home. And then the police were like, because the real reason why we did not report to the police right away, because we were a bit scared, worried that what if it will be turned against us for leaving the children. Because when we just came here in Australia, some of our friends, relatives were telling us, like, oh, you cannot leave your children here. Here it's not allowed to leave your children at home, something like that. You will be sued, you will be something, you'll be troubling the police. But I think they're talking about toddlers, small children. My children was 12 and 11 years old already. So yeah, we told her, like, we went out, there's something important we need to do, that we need to leave them at home, and then we regret for something for doing that, blah blah blah. And then she was like, oh no, like, it's not your fault. It should be safe to leave our children at home. Like, that's what she said. So like, it should be safe to leave our children at home. This shouldn't be happening. She said, I have a 9-year-old boy, and I leave him at home whenever I go to the grocery shop. Like, no child wants to tag along at the grocery shop with her mom. Like, it should be safe. So it was like a relief when she actually said that. And then she said, like, yeah, but unfortunately things like this happen, like, it's been like going on. And then she said it's a brave thing for your daughter to do that. And then she explained to us, like, mostly these people, they don't really mean to hurt someone. They just want to break in and get some stuff. They normally do this to a house like that is like empty, like that's why it's called break-in. But they didn't expect that there is actually someone in the house. So they are just as scared as my daughter. So if my daughter were shocked or scared, they also feel the same. That's why they just run away, because they did not expect that. And another advice she told me, which is actually helpful, she said, like, next time if you need to leave them at home, at least you should like, don't make the house like so quiet, like there's nobody's in there, because these people, they're looking for a house that has no one's at home. So at least if they would think that someone is there, they are not going to break in. So she advised us, like, if there is someone at the door, like trying to open or try to knock, because some of them they would try to knock or doorbell. If there's no one's answering, then okay, no one's there, they're gonna break in. So if someone is gonna knock, let them answer. Let your children answer the door, like yes, or like my mom's in the shower. Even if there's mom's not there, at least make these people think that there is someone in the house, there is an adult in the house. So wait, my mom's in the shower, or hold on, my dad is in there. At least let them know that there is someone. Don't let them open the door, but let them answer that, at least just to make them think that there is actually somebody in the house. Make the TV, turn on the TV volume, at least make it look like there is actually in the house. Because before that incident, we actually did the opposite. So we will tell them, like, when we go, like, stay in the house, be quiet, don't make any noise. If someone's in the door, don't answer, be quiet, lower the volume of the TV. We don't want people to know that they are actually in the house, that we left them in the house. So that is wrong. Don't do that. Do the opposite. Okay, so after that, we now have cameras all over the house. We added a lock in the door, and then my children were actually fine. They are really brave. They didn't even cry. They don't look like traumatized. I'm the one that more traumatized. And then they actually did a sketch, because the police actually asked if they could do a sketch or something, if only if they remember. So she did a sketch. I'm gonna share it with you if I could find that. It's actually funny because more like look like a cartoony drawing. So as for the case, well, it's considered as one of those unsolved mysteries, unsolved cases, because there is no cameras, no witnesses. The fingerprints, I don't know if they get any, because as I've mentioned, we've touched everything in that. So for sure there are our prints in there as well. So we just have to really be careful. So after that, I've heard like there are also other break-in that happened. Actually, our area is actually known for that. I didn't even realize that until it happened. And a months or year after that, we heard like just our neighbor, which is my daughter's friend as well, just a block away, there's also a break-in that happened, and worse because some of their stuff are really gone. So quite scary. So that's it for our story time. I hope you did enjoy that and learn something from it. And thank you for watching and for listening. See you again next time on my next video.